This is a courtroom where two lives collide in a battle of fear and resilience. On one side stands a woman, haunted by the relentless stalking of a man who has become her worst nightmare. On the other side, the accused, consumed by a dangerous obsession that defies reason. As the court proceedings unfold, tensions escalate to a breaking point. The judge, striving to maintain order and protect the victim, issues a stern order for the accused to leave the woman alone. But what happens next is nothing short of horrifying. The accused becomes violent, unleashing a torrent of shouts and threats directed at the very judge presiding over the case. The hearing was about Larson's alleged violation of a personal protection order against the woman. The hearing began calmly but escalated quickly as McBain questioned Larson about his persistent Facebook messages to the woman, despite a personal protection order against him.
I'll go back and look at the original activity. You're going to her car, you're putting cards on it, you're sitting down next to her car.
That was all before the PPO.
I know, but it's like this fatal attraction kind of stuff that I warned you about last time. I told you to just leave her alone. She was a classmate of yours. She apparently has no interest in
I want her to tell me to leave her alone.
That seemed to irritate McBain, whose voice became noticeably sharper as he responded.
You know what? I told you to leave her alone. And apparently that didn't get through loud and clear. So today, you're going to jail for 3 days.
What followed was an escalating exchange in which Larson accused the judge of being buddy-buddy with the woman and McBain, declaring that the defendant has a bad attitude. As Larson continued interrupting the judge, McBain upped his jail sentence.
45 days county jail. Okay. 93 days in the county jail. You want to go for a year? Try it right now. One more word out of you, it'll be a year of county.
Over Facebook.
Over violations of my PPO and your conduct in the courtroom. 93 days in count.
A court officer tried to take Larson into custody. The defendant tensed up and tried to fight him. Larson and the officer, identified by MLive.com as Jared Schultz, struggled as Larson continued to point and talk to the woman.
Come, stand up. Yeah.
Buddy, motherfucker.
Stand up. You're going to a jail for a year in the county. 365 days county jail.
Can't do that shit.
Appeal it.
I will. Good.
Put your hands behind your back.
Now. I'll leave you alone. Tell me to leave you alone. Tell me right now.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Tase his ass right now. Put it down. That's a nut for you. All right? Get your tase right. I'll bust your fucking arm.
Put my hand behind my back, yeah.
I'm gonna tase her right now. Put your hands behind your back. We'll make it 93. You can think about it. All right.
Over Facebook. You know her.
Well, so I know her. So I don't know her personally.
That's not
In the
fair.
community. Get to know you
I'm
all
a
too
good,
much.
I'm a good worker. That's all right.
93 days.
Oh, really?
Can't fucking tell me to leave you alone. Can't fucking tell me to leave you alone.
I've got a deputy coming up to
Can I get
here.
my jacket at least?
Since the courtroom incident, Larson again violated the protection order in July after he sent the woman 20 friend requests on Instagram. The woman went to Larson's Instagram and discovered a video he had made with her name as the title. In the video, Larson reportedly referred to the protection order and said, "If he can't have her, no one can," implying that the two had a dating relationship. The woman told police the two of them had never had a dating relationship and that their only connection was that they had gone to the same school. This is a tense courtroom, filled with anticipation and a search for justice. But suddenly, all hell breaks loose. A man, consumed by rage and frustration, directs his fury towards the very person who holds his fate in their hands, the judge. In a shocking display of disrespect, he unleashes a torrent of profanity, shouts, and unbridled anger that echoes through the courtroom walls. Let's make our way down to Daytona Beach, Florida, where the Volusia County Sheriff's Office has received an emergency call.
That's your bad finger.
I didn't appreciate that. But go ahead, I'm going to swear
So
you.
you're going to threaten me like you did the other day?
Threaten you to participate here?
No, you threatened my life the other day.
Thank you.
I am not under oath. This is being done unconstitutionally. Y'all took my kids unrightfully. You won't allow my witnesses here. You won't allow my paperwork. Y'all took all my court paperwork. And when they all come in here, I'm going to say the same thing. So let's bring them in. Quit wasting my time and bring them in so I can tell them the same thing. Quit wasting my time and bring them in.
Holly, make sure you take down what I say. He was sworn in.
No, I was not sworn in.
Yes.
I've never been sworn in this court. Bring the camera back. He's making this up.
He's representing.
He is making this up. I was never sworn in. I have not been sworn in at all. You're a liar.
Thank you very much, sir. That being said, we're ready to go ahead and proceed with.
No, we are not.
The detectives were able to identify the person who had made the anonymous phone and hunt him down. Alan McCarty was arrested and charged with making murder threats against a judge, whom he incorrectly thinks took his children away from him during the child custody battle. His trial starts 1 year later in front of a different judge than before.
All right, back on the record, Mr. McCarty, present. He's under oath from the start of the trial.
No, I'm not. I'm not under oath.
All right, raise your right hand. I'm going to swear you in.
I'm not under oath.
That's your bad finger. I didn't appreciate that.
So you're going to threaten me like you did the other day?
Threaten you to participate here?
No, you threatened my life the other day. I am not under oath. This is being done unconstitutionally. Y'all took my kids unrightfully. You won't allow my witnesses here. You won't allow my paperwork. Y'all took all my court paperwork.
We haven't started the trial yet.
It doesn't matter. You still deny it. You want to take my kids from me and act like that? You ain't that bitch. You ain't the bitch that took my kids.
Holly, make sure you take down what I say. He was sworn in.
No, I was not sworn in.
Yes,
I've never been sworn in this court. Bring the camera back. He's making this up.
So, that being said, number one, I need to know whether or not you want to be here during the trial process.
No.
All right, do you want to testify?
No, I don't. This is all being done unconstitutionally, unrightfully.
Do you want to be in the room or not?
Do you want to suck my...
I prefer not to, sir.
Well, you got a mouth for it.
No, do you want to be here or not?
Oh, who wants to sit here while you take their kids? This is a conflict of interest. Every right y'all I supposedly have you violated. Can I get some more, please? I got a lot more cussing to do, and I need to wet my mouth.
Do you want to be here when the jury's here?
What the do you think?
I don't know. I need you to answer.
After making a decision that went against Alan McCarty Jr. in a child custody dispute, Circuit Judge Stuzja Warren received death threats from Alan McCarty Jr., who was convicted guilty of making such threats in August. According to reports from the Daytona Beach News-Journal, Circuit Judge Matt Foxman said on Wednesday that McCarty, who is 36 years old, also threatened the unborn child of a prosecutor. This caused the vulgar felon to explode in the courtroom.
You threatened the unborn child of the prosecutor.
What a bunch of lies, you stupid piece.
Then also
You threatened my life.
in the
You
back room.
suck it. No, I'm not standing.
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting. I'm just not standing up. I'm not standing. I don't have to stand.
Foxman then gave the order for McCarty to be removed from the courtroom. Nevertheless, despite this, McCarty continued to hurl profanities and racist insults at the judge and an associate state attorney. The balance of McCarty's sentencing hearing was spent in a different room, in which he viewed the proceedings via one-way glass. This was the same place in which he spent most of his trial. 3 women and 3 men on the jury took about 30 minutes to decide that McCarty was guilty of 2 counts of threats or bribery and 2 counts of corrupting a public office by threat. In the phone exchanges, McCarty also made threats against the judge and 2 dispatchers,